Welcome to Joshua Tree.
We are in Joshua Tree and it is beautiful.
We are dry camping because there's no hookups and it got pretty chilly last night.
Yeah, it did. But it was really cold before we actually got in bed.
We're rethinking our life choices at one point last night.
I don't think there's anything to do really except go hiking here.
Yeah, so
that's what we're going to do.
Hilarie thinks that she saw a monster this morning, so maybe we'll see other monsters.
It is our first morning in Joshua Tree, and it is nice and quiet out here. And I took Maggie and took her outside to use the bathroom, and we saw like a big old coyote. I guess it was a coyote. It had a huge, long, bushy tail, and it was just like stomping through here. I was like, oh my gosh. But it's like surprisingly cold, but then the sun feels so good and it makes it like nice and warm.
Hiking the 49 Palms Trail right now, so see what it's all about.
Every time we leave Maggie when we go for a hike, we have to listen to her bark for like 90 seconds or so. It's like a little embarrassing because you're like, she'll be fine, guys, she'll be fine. But as soon as we're like kind of out of eyesight, she's like, okay, whatever. And she takes a nap and it's no big deal. But it's always embarrassing at first. All the peace and quiet is disrupted. I think I was most surprised that there are like snow-capped mountains like right here within eyesight, within Joshua Tree. I just like never imagined there to be such high mountains, I guess. There's actually snow on top of them. It's kind of crazy. And it is a little bit colder than I expected. But it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I love the sunshine.
One of the great things about doing hikes is it gives you space to think and space to talk. And Hilarie and I were just talking about our love for the outdoors and how we feel that we're coming up on kind of the end of our national parks, and we've seen a lot of this country and a lot of it is really beautiful. But we kind of recognize that maybe we're not as outdoorsy as a lot of other people are. And we're kind of coming to terms with the fact that that's okay. Just because we don't love something to the extreme doesn't mean that we hate it. And I feel like a lot of times in our society today, we're forced to do that. If you don't love one thing, that means you hate it. Or if you feel differently about something, then that means you have to hate everybody that feels the opposite of what you do. And that's just simply not true. Really, that's unhealthy. You should give everybody space to like the things that they like and dislike the things that they dislike. And just because they dislike something that you like doesn't mean they dislike you. It's okay for us to love different things. It's okay for us to like a variety of things. And becoming okay with that is sort of part of the journey. And hopefully we're getting there, and hopefully we're getting better at it. And maybe seeing some of our troubles has helped you do the same.
I love this. It's like a little oasis in the middle of the desert. So Joshua Tree is actually named after all of these trees that you see behind me. They're called Joshua trees. It's really brilliant. But I didn't know that. Something that I learned at the visitor center is that giant sloths actually used to live here and eat the fruit from the Joshua trees. They're now extinct, but how crazy would that be to see a ton of giant sloths out here? Okay, so this behind me is Face Rock, and it's pretty cool. It's right off the road. It's like 0.3 miles to get to, and it's really close to School Rock, which is also right off the road. Doesn't require a lot of effort to see some really cool rock that's here in Joshua Tree.
Is that what you were doing? Jump out and scare me?
Did you know I was gonna scare you?
No, but as you can see,
You're so scared.
I was very scared.
Take us through the Hall of Horrors. What is it?
All fours.
Not whores. Horrors. Gosh.
That's how you scare somebody, just so you know.
Is it actually funny, guys? Somebody has to leave comments on whether or not that's actually funny. I don't even know if it's funny. So here's my advice for you guys. If you ever get lost on a trail, just look for Jamin. Just follow Jamin and you won't get lost. You'll be fine. Just don't lose sight of Jamin. He found the truck. He's so good at this.
It's called a sense of direction.
It's amazing.
We're back at the campsite after we left already and drove down the road.
Well, we headed out to go for a hike, and about 10 minutes into the drive, I realized I'm still wearing my house shoes, and they wouldn't be very good for climbing a mountain today, which is what we're about to do. We're gonna go hike Ryan Mountain, and I was like, oh, Jamin, I gotta put my shoes on, so I'm gonna go get my real shoes.
How do you feel about it, Maggie?
She's a little, perturbed.
It's judgy.
Very judgy. Real shoes. Okay, we are about to hike Ryan Mountain, and it is a 2.8, 3-mile hike. It goes up to an elevation of around 1,000 feet, like incline. So shouldn't be too bad, and it'll be a little bit of a workout. It's just out and back, guys, out and back. You guys, listen to the wind blowing through this one Joshua tree right here. It's crazy. What's been going on in here? What's been going on in here? Somebody's been taking a nice warm nap in the sun.
We are hiking the Wall Street Mill Trail, and it's a pretty short trail, so we'll check it out.
So I could totally see how people get lost out in the desert. That's the trail. This is not the trail, but it doesn't look that much different than a trail. There's been a couple instances where we were just walking around and we're like, we don't even know which place is the trail. So for that reason, I would bring a lot of water, even if you're going on a short hike, because what if you got lost? It would be really hard to find our way back. So. It's Christmas season, so we're gonna get some Christmas lights for the Airstream. Jamin is thrilled. He's been wanting me to do this for like weeks.
Send me your thoughts and prayers.
Update. Jamin is gonna let us get some for the inside and the outside. Oh no, he loves this. He is faking you guys out. He's the one who recommended that we go ahead and get some for the outside too. Like, it's inside, outside.
You have to know when to fight your battles.
I wasn't even asking for it. He loves Christmas so much. It's so sweet.